Well, as Hurricane Milton has come and gone, a lot of people are turning toward the theme parks, wondering when they will be open. So we're going to just have a quick update video here talking about the latest things that will, be reopening since Hurricane Milton went through. And if you're planning on coming into the Orlando area, what that could look like for you. So we're going to walk through this real quick and go over some of that. So hi, I'm Jared with Capture the Magic. And as somebody who lives in Florida, this one did affect us. So it went over us, but we're on the east side of things more. So by the time it came through, at least on our end, it wasn't too bad. It was a little windy, a little rainy, but it wasn't near as bad as I think it was anticipated. The only really thing that happened to us was we did lose power about 2:30 in the morning. So if I do look a little tired, it's because when that happened, our kids came into bed with us, and I can't say I don't think I got any sleep since that point, so just a little tired. But in the grand scheme of things, that's nothing to really be complaining about, considering a lot of people had a lot more things happen to them with this hurricane. And again, thoughts and prayers to people that have been affected by this. But a lot of people are wondering, when are the parks going to reopen as they're closed and what's it looking like? So we're just going to do a real quick update here. So over in MCO at the airport, commercial departures to resume on October 11th, which is Friday, at Orlando International Airport following Hurricane Milton. Now, I'm not sure in terms of the details of when flights are going to be coming in or not, anything like that. But if you do have a flight coming in, you can check that. But it does seem like MCO will be reopening on Friday. So if you have a flight coming in, that potentially is good news for you. When it comes to Universal, they will be opening back up on Friday as well. Again, this is from WDWNT, a lot of this stuff here. Universal's quote was, "Our hearts are with all those affected by Hurricane Milton, and we are dedicated to helping our community recover. Thanks to the tireless efforts of our team members, we will resume normal operations beginning Friday, October 11th. And they went on to say, "We look forward to welcoming back our guests as we return to our normal operation across all theme parks, City Walk, and Halloween Horror Nights, inclusive of early park admission for Universal Orlando hotel guests, premier pass holders, and preferred pass holders. The next date for Halloween Horror Nights is Friday, October 11th. And they also did say guests with tickets to visit Universal Studios Florida or Islands of Adventure on October 10th or Volcano Bay for 9th through 10th will be able to use their tickets to visit any day through Wednesday, December 18th of this year. There will be no need to call ahead for guest services. Guests can simply proceed to the entrance gate on the day of their choice and present their ticket for admission. And the same goes for purchased Express Pass as well. All dining reservations scheduled during today's closure at Universal Orlando will be canceled. It says impacted guests will receive a text message with a rebooking link if they would like to reschedule for another date. For Halloween Horror Nights, guests with tickets dated for October 9th or 10th will be able to use their tickets on any remaining night of the event without needing to call or visit guest services. Premier pass holders will have 2 additional nights to use their free one-night admission entitlement to Halloween Horror Nights as a result of this week's cancellation, October 16th and 17th. And that is on Universal side. And when it comes to Disney, pretty similar story. Disney World and Disney Springs will reopen October 11th following the hurricane. And they said, "We're grateful Walt Disney World Resort weathered the storm, and we are currently assessing the impacts to our property to prepare for reopening the theme parks, Disney Springs, and possibly other areas on Friday, October 11th. And our hearts are with our fellow Floridians who were impacted by this storm." So on Disney's side, there were no details about, the if you had Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party or day tickets, but it's probably a pretty similar process. I don't know if they'll allow you, like Universal said, where you can just take your ticket and just go up to the entrance terminal and use it there. I don't know if they'll do that. You may have to talk to guest relations when it comes to Disney if you had a ticket to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party or a park ticket. By the way, I mean, they will take care of you. If you do have to go through guest services, that could be, depending on if you have to call or go up in person, that could be a little lengthy process there sometimes, depending on the wait. But it does seem like all the parks and everything are opening back up on Friday, and it is a holiday weekend, so I'm sure a lot of people are happy about that. In terms of damage, I didn't see anything. I saw some small stuff here and there that was showing, some downed tree limbs and, just some stuff thrown about here and there. But I don't think there's any major damage to any of the parks, which is a good thing. A couple years ago, we stayed at Hurricane E, and Universal actually flooded a little bit. And the Hulk, I remember the part where it goes near the water was actually that part of the coaster was underwater. And I think it took a day or two for that to recede down where they could reopen that ride. But from everything I've seen, I haven't seen anything on social media that was showing any major damage. So it seems like when it came in, it looked like it weakened a little bit. And initially, it was supposed to go over Orlando and really hit right over us, but it looked like it head a little further south. My dad lives in Daytona Beach, and he said they had some wind gusts of around like 90 miles an hour. So, some places were really impacted. And 90 miles an hour on the west side or on the east side of the state is a lot of wind speed, especially when we talk about a hurricane that's been going over land that long. But when it comes to the theme parks, it looks like everything is going to be running and operational this Friday, October 11th. And I guess we'll have to wait and see if they say anything maybe is delayed, if they assess damage, as they are all closed today. So they, no, even though I think some of the places had less damage than they anticipated, they are closed for the rest of the day today. Hotel guests, they did have a curfew out there for them last night, and they basically a stay inside order. I do believe that's been lifted. So if you are on property, you're able to walk around the resort and do things there. They also did have like peanut butter and jelly sandwich kits that you could get. And I think it came with like a loaf of bread, a full jar of peanut butter and jelly for like $10 if you're staying over at Disney. So if you are a hotel guest, there's some options there for things to do. And more than likely, they had talked about as well, there was, activities, some meet and greets at the resort and hotels. So I'm sure there's some things to do for people that are staying on property, either Universal or Disney. And but yeah, that's really all there is to note on this. I'm glad that at least it seems like it wasn't as bad as it could have been. Obviously, the people on the west side of the state got it the worst, and still reports coming in on the damage on that end of things. But in terms of us, lack of sleep. But hey, it could have been much worse. A power outage for a few hours is not a big deal in the grand scheme of things. And thank you to everybody. Some people reached out and said thoughts and prayers and were thinking about us. So definitely appreciate that. And hopefully we don't have to deal with another hurricane, although there is another one apparently brewing out there yet again. So there could be another hurricane coming this way in a couple of weeks. Hopefully that doesn't happen. But if it does, we will update you here. For now, that is going to be it, though, for this video. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe to the channel as we do lots of coverage here of Universal Studios, Epic Universe, Disney World, and pop culture. And let us know in the comments what you think about all of this. And until next time, we will see you in the parks.